active Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to your 8-card draw. What do I need shadow read for this full moon in Gemini to your new moon in Capricorn, December 2022. I am your reader. Fellow Earth sign Virgo that I am, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. Got Mal? That's what it says. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years in service at the time of this recording. Like I said, I am a Virgo. I am the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free if you like, if you choose, if you remember. Write it down. Very, very helpful book for me to write, and it's been helping people around the world, and I'm kind of thrilled about that. You know what else I'm really thrilled about, in case you haven't heard? I'm a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Smartest, wisest, best career move I have ever made. Why? Because it's a members-only subscription platform that gives me tons of creative control. Right now we have 8 different levels of subscribers on there. Seeker, Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess. God, Goddess is one tier. They get everything. But everything that I do on Patreon, of course, the top tier gets. But all of my patrons across the board get me every morning in an unlisted YouTube live stream. They can chat with me, talking about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications. I love it so much. It's really great, as well as they get all the extended readings, all the part 1s on YouTube. They can see the part 2s, past, present, and into the future, as long as they are subscribing. I love it so much. Please check it out. I say that because I'm doing some of my best work ever over there, and I dig it big time. Oh, plus we're going to be doing a lot more Zoom events, recordable Zoom events. Like, I think we're going to have a Tipsy Tarot party at some point before the year ends for the holidays. So if you want the deeper dive and a lot more fun, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more moi, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons with my caps. Ugh. Just call me Mal. Goodness gracious. Shall we get down to business? Let's. If you are new to the channel, I got a lot on my plate this week. I may have to go to jury duty this week, so doing these a little bit in advance, because you never know what's going to happen when you make that phone call. So if you are new to this channel, an 8-card draw is just one card from 8 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, one that involves Capricorn, but it's a waning moon. You know, the releasing, the letting go, the surrendering, the alchemy from lead to gold, if you want to use the language of spiritual alchemy, which I do. That's why we're using the Caroline Mace archetype decks to show you what might need some shadow work, some releasing, some alchemy. 3 atoms in between lead and gold. Get rid of those 3. Lead turns into gold. Symbolically speaking, let's face it, if that was a physical reality, the economy would be way nutsier than it already is. So look, let's look at the timeline, right? First of all, full moon in Gemini on a Wednesday, that alone is like Mercury energy overload. December 7th, 11:08 p.m. I am in New York. So certainly when the moon rides at her peak, then ye heart's desire seek. But throat chakra, throat chakra, throat chakra, how are you going to plant that seed? Once you do, however, it is the 2 weeks of the waning, the releasing, the cleaning out, the alchemy, right? The releasing. See, energy can't be created or destroyed, only changed. So you can't destroy those 3 atoms. You have to transmute or transform them. Choose your language. And that's what this reading is about, particularly because we're going to hit Yule, winter solstice, in that 2-week period on the 21st of December, followed by your new moon for the year, Friday, December 23rd, 5:17 a.m. So you get to wake up in that energy. And Capricorn moon on a Friday, that's a really good long-term love day, right? Day of Venus, right? Vendredi, mon ami. And Capricorn, that cardinal earth long-term, healthy, boundaried thing, regardless of the type of love, right? Spiritual, relational, however. And Chiron's going direct in Aries on the same day as the new moon. So I'm thinking, considering Aries is the child of the zodiac, there might be some serious healing being done in that coming full moon for the inner child collectively. So, that being said, it is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to see what to let go of, right? How to let go of it. At least clues, tips, and hints. And what I love about the 8-card draws is, yeah, this is going to set up the alchemical equation. Whispers of Lord Ganesh to help remove those obstacles of the 3 atoms, with the blessed bee showing the gold hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing throughout. Cool? So both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do my best to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to help all of us do shadow work. There's even a section in the description box with lots of videos about shadow work and the mirroring process and all of that if you want to check it out. Not all mine, right? I had some brilliant teachers in there. And cross-watchers, if you take this in, you will probably find great compassion and understanding for the one you are cross-watching for. And if you apply this to yourself, you will be aiding them in doing this, releasing what have you, through the holographic reality and of all of that stuff. And Capricorns, you do this, you're helping all the Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs do this, whether they're aware of it or not, because that's how quantum works, apparently. So you ready? From explanation to divination, it all shifts in. The still point. Breathe. Still point. And here we go. Using the Caroline Myss archetype deck, that's MYSS. She is a PhD. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. There you are, watching this video and receiving this reading. Excuse me, what is the dominant 8th chakra archetype? Meaning the archetype in that chakra over their head like a satellite, beaming down the codes to the other chakras, shifting what they attract and what they repel so they may no longer delay what cannot be prevented in the shadow work needed for them, for the cross-watcher, for everyone on planet Earth. In this 8-card draw, what do they need? Read this full to their new December 2022, and we're dealing with the guide archetype. It's in the title. Isn't it odd how you know what it is before I do? Whatever. So 9 different families of archetypes. The guide is the divine family of archetype, though there are some that can share a foot in 2 different families. This could also be the wisdom archetype, archetypal family. And written on the card is the shadow and the light, indicating what the lead is and what the gold is. So get the lead out. The shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Now look, I do spiritual counseling. I have my whole life. Was a minister, did all that, right? I have the street cred for it. And certainly here on YouTube, if I wanted to, right, let's look at this, places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. That's why I will not do code word readings. That's why I will not do, there are plenty of readers out there who do that, blessed be. I've been doing this since I'm 12, I'm 54. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. Why? Because the light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself, to put your trust in the divine guidance that we get every second. Are we always open to it? Are we always aware of it? Of course not. They know that, right? So whether you have this archetype a reason, a season, or a lifetime, keep an eye on, particularly if you see it in the outside world. People say, oh yes, I'd be glad to help you, $10,000. You know, it's like, what? Really, do you think the world can handle that right now? Not that everybody needs to be given their stuff away for free, unless that's the inspiration to do so. But financial gain and control, right? Or trying to control people, by the way, through spiritual insight, have them keep coming back. You see these cords I wear? They hold my vows to the divine. I'm not allowed to do that. It's a blood vow to the divine. So representing the nature of the divine in myself and in the world and in life, absolutely, that's where your guidance comes from. How do you share that, right? How does that go into the world, and how is that going to help you in a waning moon phase? Well, Let's find out. Let me grab the correct deck. So that's in the 8th chakra, right? Beaming down the codes. Then the next 4 chakras down are your internal, your feminine energy, your goddess energy, the world behind your eyes, the psychological world, spiritual, mental, willpower, and emotional power. So we're going to use the Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a feminist deck, to just get one for that. Please take a nice deep breath. That's good though, I like it. Still point. Yeah, there we go. As I call upon my goddesses of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, my goddesses of cardinal, creative, earth, the mountain goat, the sea goat, and for the cross watchers, 1 card in clarity. What do they need to be aware of on the inside? Heart, throat, third eye, crown, internal dynamic. That was fast. To help them alchemize the guide archetype in the 8th. Understanding the throat chakra minimum is the willpower to no longer delay what cannot be prevented. Wow. This full to their new December 2022, because they got Ma'at, the Justice card on the inner. When it is a major arcana and an 8-card draw, there are only 2 tarot decks. It's all of the chakras indicated. So we're talking about, karma, balance, justice, right? So, pardon me, I'm clearing out a little bit of a head cold. It's no big deal. Nothing that a little neti pot won't fix in a day or two. It's already day 2. So that balance, right? That coming into alignment to be fair, to be just, and certainly if you are a reader, you really got to look at what your heart and your mind say in congruency, where they both agree. Well, we need to make money. Agreed, right? Or we have this guidance and we want to put it out into the world. But be very, very careful about your honor and your integrity and your fairness, particularly throat chakra and how you say it to people. That's hard. Diplomacy is tricky, right? Well, in my family, I come from teachers and lawyers, right? So, a little harsh, not necessarily the most lovingly way. Said, well, that's a fuck up. Don't do that. If you do that, your world will end. It's like, that's not really guidance. That's terror, right? So to be able to do that in a balanced way that connects those chakras, right? Think of it, to take the guidance, the grace from the guide in to the crown chakra, the satellite dish, language it, chew on it a little bit, align it with the heart, then speak it for yourself, for others. I apologize for the coughing. I did like a half hour of breath work to clear all that out, and it's like, nope, we're not done with you yet, kid. So let's get the lower 3 chakras, shall we? The mythic tarot, the masculine energy, the outside stuff, right? The yang, right? You from the outside looking in, you from the inside looking out at people, places, and things, relationships in the physical world. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. I hear you as I call upon my gods of earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the north, my beloved gods of cardinal earth. Please, 1 card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras, solar plexus chakra, personal power, 2nd chakra, dynamic, relational power, one-on-one relationships, money, sex, and power, root chakra, tribal relationships, the physical body, the physical world. What do they need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras to help them alchemize the guide archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. With Ma'at, way in the heart against a feather on the inner, this full to new December 2022. You got the 5 of Wands. I'm going to say probably not just solar plexus, fire, solar. Certainly that's going to be part of it, but this could be tribal as well. We are in family time. We are in groups of people at the holiday season. That's why this is not a timeless read, but you can go back and look at the playlists if you went through a tricky period or something and check out, if there's some stuff you can get. Location, right? Look back and get some clarity. But you're going to have to really make your way through what could be a very, very argumentative challenge of wills, a challenge. 5s are numbers of change, and change is challenging, right? This could be amongst a group of friends, it could be amongst family, it could be amongst coworkers, or it could just be you really having to kind of fight your way through this, to take your willpower, your element of fire, what you burn for, what you yearn for, and go through it. By the way, in the Mythic Tarot, this is Jason and the Argonauts, the quest of the Golden Fleece. Here, he's fighting the dragon, but he doesn't kill the dragon, I don't think. If I remember correctly, there are always different versions. No, Medea's there, casting a spell on the dragon, puts it to sleep, they take the thing, but then they gotta get back with it, and that's why it's only 5. You're halfway through this, right? Think of the Ten of Flames, or the Ten of Wands, not so much as that exhaustion and overbearing, but the completion of this. You have guidance to do this, but here's the thing. If we knew exactly what to do, we wouldn't need the guidance. And our world is changing and evolving as we change and evolve, jumping timelines left, right, and center like Scott Bakula. Like a Scott Bakula Quantum Leap marathon. So this is interesting, but it feels like your leverage is really going to be the Justice card, right? Be fair to yourself first, and then let it kind of do that in the outer. So let's get you a healing mantra from the Metcon Healing Mantra deck to help with that. Pardon again my cough, please. Because this is where you do mantras. You don't have to speak them out loud. You can do them silently while standing your ground in a 5 of Wands situation. Pardon me. I may pause this and go get a sip of water if necessary, but hopefully I won't have to. Because I'm consistent. Please take a nice deep breath with a sense of humor. I have cool hair. It's just in a ponytail. Don't freak, Lavola. I didn't cut it off. Still point. Glad I made her laugh. Oh, there you are. As I call upon the ascended masters of divine interaction, of divinity, right? Divination, divine interaction, right? Please, one card in clarity. There you are. For the beloved Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the perfect healing mantra for the Capricorns to help them alchemize the guide in the 8th with justice on the inner, 5 of Wands on the outer, which could be just any scenario. So give them the perfect healing mantra to help them alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, pain to peace, this full to their new December 2022. Unraveling codependency. You think this might be a family thing? Unraveling codependency. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Let's talk for a second. I'm going to read it from the Bookie Book. This is one of my favorite mantras in here. We all have patterns and wounds of abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss, the 4 ego wounds. Going back to how far back you want to go ancestrally, right? Inherited through the biochemical mix of emotions affecting our cell tissue and DNA since, we discovered fire, a quest for fire, the streets of fire. Oh, God. So, we can be really, really angry about codependent patterns in our family and our friends and our relationships, because everybody's got them pretty much. I'd like to meet somebody who doesn't, who was born without them. The Dalai Lama, one would think. But it is very throat chakra. It is about, only I have to feel good about my choices. Holidays much? Shit. All right. So unraveling codependence. Oh boy. Hallelujah. Thank you, Shangela. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Try not to say it that way to family, though you can think it that way. When codependence unravels, you're able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desire without needing permission from others. That's called freedom, folks. As codependency fades, you're able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages of their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. In other words, you bust a move that's really your own guidance, your grace, and other people hate it, and they start freaking out and melting down and controlling and manipulation, passive-aggressive ping-pong, codependent cacophony. It's okay. they can explode. That's on them. 4 agreements. Don Miguel Ruiz. Give it to him for the holidays. Don't take it personally. Yeah, that goes well. This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics, in case we didn't see it enough of it in the 5 of Wands. Cultivating emotional freedom, which is, by the way, not the freedom from uncomfortable or negative emotions. It means you have the freedom to feel all of it without burning down the village. And reclaiming personal power. Solar plexus, probably dealing with root chakra relationships. But you know now. I just got to be fair to myself. And that might mean the guidance is saying, retreat! Tactical retreat. Go lock yourself in the bathroom for a half hour. Man, you turn on the shower, no one's going to bother you, right? Well, I live alone, and the cats don't like water. But, you know, I can totally see this. And again, this could be circle of friends, right? Codependent patterns. And it's nobody's fault that they have codependent patterns, but it is our responsibility to do something about it, right? To heal that. So, unraveling codependency. I'm glad one of the signs got it. Holographically, please wipe it out for the entire population of humanity. And who could do that better than a Capricorn? I'll help. I'll be glad to help. I'll do my part for surezies. So, let's see how the party doth turneth with the Whispers of Love Oracle. Angela Hartfield. We're using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh as well. But this is the voices of the higher self. And this is where the romance cards are. If this is romantic, because it certainly could be. Please take a nice deep breath. God, I love my work. Right? It beats doing math all day. No offense. Still point. This feels good. All right, I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. My heart feels really warm right now. So please, one card in clarity, beloved higher selves. What is the Whisper of Love for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers? No NyQuil in my system or anything but amazing reflexes. No, I'm sober as can be with this head cold. Please leave the perfect card in my hand, the right card. The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for the the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Suns, and Cross Watchers for this full to their new December 2022. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. In case you don't believe me, hold the phone right up to your eyes and see it says forgiveness. Look, I am a student and a teacher of Course in Miracles. I got a whole bunch of videos on Patreon that I did like in 2017, 2018. Vimeo on demand if you want a pay-per-view, but they're on there depending on what level of subscriber. It is simple, but it is not easy. But like I said, it's not our fault. It's nobody's fault that we've inherited these societal, I mean, come on, codependency can be in any way, shape, or form anywhere in your life. It's passed down. Our ancient ancestors weren't like codependent patterning. What? It's like, shut up, I don't care about your dreams. We have to get the harvest in or we'll starve to death, right? It just wasn't a thing. It was there, but it wasn't a thing. People lie and manipulate because they don't want to hurt other people's feelings. That's codependency, right? So everybody's got that in them, except maybe for some people I would love to meet them. So to do that alchemy within yourself is what you can do. It's not your fault. It's written into the script. It's part of your sacred contracts. Carolyn Mace, read the book. And forgiveness is the alchemical fire of it, right? The choice, but again, your choice. How fair are you going to be about this? It's not the person, it's their pattern of pain, and who ain't got that? Dalai Lama. maybe a handful of others, right? I don't know about that. I'd like to think Benedict Cumberbatch, because he seems to be good at everything else he does. I mean, Meryl Streep, she's good in everything she does. Trying to keep a shadow read light, folks. And I think the best way to do that is to move on to the next card, which is the Divine Animals Oracle, because we all have spirit animals and totems. Spirit animals, all of the cats. I've had black cats in my life since I was 12, 13 years old. Each one is an individual spirit animal. Boys, girls, all of them, I love them. But the totem of the cat is the sum total of all soul and spirit energy of all felines, except, you know, the tigers, you know, the house cat, domesticus, whatever. So let's see who's helping out here. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And if you're wondering, I have ocean sounds playing in the background. Helpful with the breath as I call upon the spirit animals and totems for the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Please, who walks with them, who swims with them, who flies with them, who crawls with them, giving them the guidance, the grace, the love, the wisdom, the power, the protection, and the support they need with the oracle message to alchemize the guide from shadow to light, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, lead to gold, justice, ma'at on the inner, in a 5 of Wands situation on the outer, unraveling codependence with forgiveness. This full to their new December 2022. You got the Lioness. Yes, close. Feline was in. I could have said dog. I could have said, because you know what? I surrender before I do these. I go, you say it through me, put the right cards in my hand, right? Really bringing all of this into alignment. But every time I get on camera, let alone do a reading. So let me read this for you. Card number 21, the Lioness Protection. How fierce yet gentle lionesses are. Now, the thing is, if you really want to know, the Archangel of Lyons is Archangel Ariel. And my name is Angelo Lyons. Yeah, okay. So, Lioness protection. You are strongly protected right now. You were invited to embrace your authenticity and to be unafraid to wisely express your emotions, because only you have to feel good about your choices, what comes out your throat chakra, right? Spit, swallow, or chew. It's all good. You do you, which also rhymes. To protect others, we must learn to develop strength in ourselves and to know the power of restraint, which is what real power involves, which means you don't blast their heads off, you don't rip their faces off verbally, you don't verbally decapitate, because you're possessed by pain, and you certainly don't take it personally and attack back when they come for you. It's not about you. It's never about the other person. And as one of us heals this, all of us heal a little bit. Worth looking into. Codependent no more, Melody Beatty. The magic. If you've ever seen a lioness in the wild, you will immediately understand the nature of the magic of this magnificent feline. Okay, I just got an image of a mother with children, doesn't matter the age of the children, and then an older relative comes in and starts bossing the kids around or being abusive or whatever, and the mama lion wants to rip their faces off, right? Just a little clairvoyant symbolism there. The lionesses are hugely powerful and work as teams to bring down prey to protect the young. Family members, you know, have fun with that. This contrast of lethal power and tender protectiveness is the key to lioness magic. That's me. Plug into lioness magic in situations when you need responsible power and when you may need some help in restraining a destructive energy such as rage. It is a shadow read. Watch the 5-card draws if you want the waxing side of this come your new moon, which I will have those out before that hits. Wow, okay. Fierce. It's very, very fierce reading. So let's go from the lion to the elephant with Ganesh. Pardon me again. I was raised with certain manners. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Whispers of Lord Ganesh, the elephant-headed god of success and prosperity, the remover of obstacles. He's a sweetheart. It's an honor to tune into his energy several times a day working with this deck. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. That feels very golden. Okay. As I call to the beloved Lord Ganesh, God of prosperity, success, remover of obstacles, the gentle giant, so wonderful, so fun, so compassionate. Please, one card in clarity. For the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, what is your guidance? your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power to help them remove the obstacles. Alchemizing the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace of the guide archetype in the 8th with Ma'at, justice on the inner, 5 of wands on the outer, unraveling codependence with forgiveness and this full to their new December 2022. That was tricky. Because there's a tricky decision to be made. Did you see that? Every part of it is part of the reading once I hit the record button on the HD camera. Okay, so decision. Throat chakra, throat chakra, throat chakra. By the way, if you read Carolyn Mace's Anatomy of the Spirit, she goes through each chakra and aligns them with the spheres of the Kabbalistic tree of life. There are 2 in the throat chakra, justice and mercy. What are you going to do? Throat chakra, throat chakra, throat chakra, location, location, location. Card number 31. Decisions, decisions, decisions. This feels like a game changer, folks. So let me read you this message. Please take a nice deep breath. Decision. Consider all of your options and make an informed choice. What exactly do you want in this situation? Are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? Ganesh is guiding you, the guide, to know that your desires are within your sights. Odds are in your favor. The decision that is before you is either sticking with what you know or breaking out and trying something new. Old patterns or move in new directions, I would think. This is a time for veering out into a new adventure or making a decision that deviates from your typical trend or habit, like submitting to other people's codependency. Ganesha will gift you with a greater understanding of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Zero in on a goal. Take the step to make the selection. You have worked hard, Capricorn, and really evolved through your life lessons. Get ready for a change. Motivate yourself by taking time to rejuvenate. Treat yourself to simple things that bring you joy. Discover new activities that take you away from routine. As you move through your day-to-day schedule in new ways, you create new thoughts. When Ganesha is holding the mace called Gada, oh, we got a mace in their face. That's M-A-C-E, not M-Y-S-S. Just to clarify, he is challenging you to be more decisive. Once you start being more strong-minded, you will create the opportunity to reflect on your longer-term goals and desires. You'll then be in a better position to plan ahead and ensure you achieve these goals. You benefit now from a newfound sense of confidence and are ready for a major change. You might consider travel to exotic places, further education, or a major career change at this point. This will expand your learning and development and grow your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and a moderated approach, very Capricorn, you will set yourself up for success now and moving toward the future. Look, tribes don't like it when we break out of the mold, right? It's that idea of the crab pot, the one crab trying to get out and the other one's dragging it back down. It's not easy to be the spiritual awakening one in your circle of whoever. Not always about family, right? And, different boundaries for different situations. Forgiveness here is your key. Certainly throat chakra. But forgiveness is a decision I must make. No one else can make that for me. Last card down. As I said, we've got lead within this... we've got gold within this lead, so to speak, symbolically speaking, which means there's a hidden blessing. So we're going to use the Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish to see what that is. Get a little clue tip hint about that. A little light at the end of the tunnel to align yourself particularly with Ma'at. To do it fairly sounds like a good deal. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. as I call upon the pantheons of all pantheons, a specific delegation from all traditions, lineages, and cultures for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. Please, what is the gold hidden within the lead, the hidden blessing, so that they can have the inspiration, the guidance, the grace to alchemize the shadow to light, the lead to gold, the pain to peace, the toxic to healthy of the guide archetype in the 8th Ma'at on the inner, 5 of Wands on the outer, unraveling codependency. Only they have to feel good about their choices to forgive themselves and others. No, nothing worth holding on to past disappointments. They can be alchemized, but with the lioness of protection, walking with them to protect their energy fields, as well as to protect them from taking things too personally and maybe ripping somebody's face off over the holidays. And that's a decision. And certainly Ganesh will empower and help them if they just do their best, do the alchemy here, unraveling codependency and all that jazz. What is the gold within the lead, beloved pantheons of all pantheons? This full to their new December 2022. Blessing on a resolution. Blessing on a resolution. No kidding. And look at her. She's armored. She's got a dagger at her heart, right? Not pointy, inner pointy. You're going to come for me. You better sharpen your claws. Tell me, is you mad at all? Those Jimmy Choos are killing you. Size 15 foot and size 10 shoe. Oh my goodness gracious. There. I just gave you some Bob the Drag Queen for free. Card number 27. Blessing on a resolution. Good. Turns out well. Opened right to it. Please take a nice deep breath. Look at her. She's like Wednesday Addams with brown hair. She's just like, she never blinks. Oh, we do these blessings for realsies, by the way. As much fun as I like to have, this is a thing that I have with the Pantheons of the Divine. They send the energy through me, and at the end of it, that's the end of the reading. But if you want to hang out, last 2 or 3 minutes, I let go of the Capricorn Collective and the Cross Watchers, or whatever sign I'm reading. So maybe the goofy shall return. Let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons of all pantheons, please transmit this blessing. Card number 27, a blessing on a resolution. A blessing to bring respectful resolution to a troubling condition, situation, or set of circumstances. Told you I'm good. It's a sad truth of the nature of humans that instead of cooperating, we sometimes compete, believing that unless we can have as much as possible, we may walk away from a dispute or negotiation with less than we feel we deserve. In this circumstance, sometimes the unfortunate aspects of humanity are most heightened. Our greed, our inability to come together and truthfully speak our needs, and there can be manipulation. This is very about codependence. Within these circumstances, let us bring a blessing and ask for a higher power's will, throat chakra, to take this circumstance and change it for the better. That's just the intro. Here's the actual blessing. Buckle up, Caps. There may there be a blessing on all concerned within this troubling time, this conundrum that has kept you awake and had you fearful. May all those involved see the beauty in a swift and easy solution, which presents itself simply and in perfect timing. May the quarrels and the disputes become history and be learned from, so that errors of judgment are never repeated. May all involved become their best self, devoted to finding a way through the puzzle pieces of peaceful resolution of a grievance. May any ill feeling be softly replaced with quiet optimism and willingness to be open, honest, and understanding of all parties' true needs. May there be no more trickery, no more hiding, no more falsehoods, no more rancor, and no more fear. Let all those involved come to a respectful meeting and truthfully find a fruitful way to restore dignity to all. May your particular needs be more than met. May your expectations be unclouded, and may greed fall away from any who have sought to take advantage of these troubles. May none profit from the separations that have taken place, but may what is decided be fair, justice, and justice, and recognize that all you have contributed for so long. May there be a blessing on every conversation, on every meeting, and finally when you walk away from the table and all is divided and terms are agreed upon. May all brooding subterranean resentments be rooted out and purified, never to rise again. That's called the shadow work of alchemy and the alchemy of shadow work. Let you be satisfied and make the most of this resolution and go forward freed from any burdens and uplifted and supported by what you have rightfully and honorably gained. For the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is, and that's a really powerful read. And if it made sense to you, hit the thumbs up if you would please. I'll be a gentleman about it, because this codependence is a form of addiction and it kills dreams, right? It's like really, really bad. That being said, if you would like a private reading and to go deeper on that, there is a link in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mel. I'll explain everything you need to know about booking a reading with Mel, but perhaps we're afraid to ask. And if you want me here on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Like I said, I may be going to jury duty, so at least you'll know when the vids hit. But if you want the deeper dive, the everyday jury duty or no, jury duty or no, come Patreon. I am serving there every day, and they get to see me unvarnished in the morning if they so choose. Lots of benefits. Love it so much. Building a community. Happy to do so. And I love you. Hang in there. Really, really wishing you the very best and the very, very blessed of this. Really feels like a very, very powerful shadow period for you, moving into your own new moon on December 23rd. So have at it. Hang in there. Reach out. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.